This year is a great year for smartphones, and in my hands right now, I have the newest smartphone from Meizu, the MX5. And in this review, I'm going to show you why this smartphone is one of my favorites for 2015. So let's check it out. So like Meizu products before, it comes in a really great packaging, and I like the slimness factor because it really highlights probably one of the best features of this phone. And I'm going to open up this phone right now, and in my hands it just feels so thin and so light. Now the metal backing on this will give it a much premium feel that you're very similar to previous Meizu products. The main thing that we want to get into is why the Meizu MX5 is one of my favorite smartphones for 2015. And you're going to see that right when you boot up this device. It's a 5.5-inch IPS display panel at 1080p resolution, which is going to give you about 400 ppi. So you're going to enjoy that retina display, and to the naked eye, it's really hard to even see any pixels on this device. I do love how the image just pops right on this image, and that of course is because of the Corning Gorilla Glass 3 that allows it to have a much higher contrast, and the image just looks fresh flat on the surface, and I love that about the new smartphones that are coming out. Now the main thing you'll notice in this Meizu MX5 is of course the fingerprint reader at the front, and that of course is the synonymous home button, but it also is a capacitive button, so you can click it to go back to home or tap it to go back. As you'll notice, you don't have a back and menu button here, and you just have one button that allows you to go back and go to home. So I like how they simplified the design in this MX5. It's also really cool to the touch because of the aluminum backing, and it does have a nice premium feel because of the metal trims that you're going to see all around this device. What's powering the Meizu MX5 is a MediaTek octa-core processor. Now for most users, that's going to be more than enough for you want to do with your device. In addition to that, you're going to get 3 GB of RAM, which is I think the perfect number to have for devices coming out in 2015. In addition, you're going to get that similar feeling UI that you've seen from Meizu before, and I like how it's really simple and it's also smooth. Swipes, opening menus, closing that, it all works pretty well. Now this of course is a modified version of Android 5.0.1, and so you're going to get the material design, but it does have some of the Meizu touches on here, so it's not a quite organic Android experience. In addition to the great price of the Meizu MX5, is you're also going to get a great camera package. Now in the front, you're going to get that 5 megapixel selfie camera, but in the back you get a 20.7 megapixel camera. Now I know megapixels don't tell all the story, but because of the laser autofocus that comes with this camera, you're going to get great images, well beyond what you expect from this price range. And of course, I think the camera on this is one of the strongest selling points for me because it's just so quick. Taking pictures, snapping right away, and getting clarity is really important to me on my smartphone. And so the camera is definitely one of the biggest selling points for me. But I think this device is going to be great for any user. The first experience for me is that it's premium quality feel, something that I'm proud to take out of my pockets and to show to my friends and family. And because it has the fingerprint reader and the octa-core processor, as well as 3 megabytes of RAM, you're going to get more than enough you need for any of these apps that are coming out the rest of this year, and even well beyond this year. So the Meizu MX5 is right now available on GearBest. Head to that website right now and get your hands on one before we sell out of these, because I know for sure this is going to sell out. Thanks, and check back with us next time.